Girl.
This drama.
Too much.
This drama going on this morning.
We got our popcorn.
We've been watching.
We got our phones. And we got our camera ready. Because shit got way too real.
Yeah. So, obviously by the title of the video, like many of you have been watching, what do we think about this subject?
It's really hard because it's two people that we both like really love, like that we've both met like several times. Where do we begin? Well, okay, well, first off, Jeffree Star and Kat Von D. It first started off as like a bullying and race thing.
Is how Kat Von D made it on her Instagram page.
Yeah, and so when Kat Von D came out, she was talking about how like he's bullying and a racist and promotes drug use, and then she put out a video about this like entirely,
that was last night, and then this morning
she posted a video about this entirely different like subject, and we're like, so this is what it's about.
This is what it's really about.
Yeah,
because she didn't mention anything about his drug use or racism.
No,
she did call him a crackhead, basically.
Yeah, and like I feel like other makeup artists that have made videos about him actually had like facts and like proof. Not that she did have facts and proof that Jeffree Star didn't pay for like his logo or whatever. Well, she had like the sketches and stuff, but like other YouTubers were just saying how like he's racist and he's a bully, and like I can't see that in like that one video. That, what was that kid's name that he made that video? And Rocky something. He made a video, and we'll link it below, and he was basically calling his video like a disaster, and like when he bought his like highlighters, how it broke on him, but he wasn't calling like Jeffree disaster. And there was like a screen cap of Jeffree's comment, and he like went off on this kid, and he was like such a big fan of his, and just saying like, I'm gonna report this to YouTube. And
that poor little kid was like,
he was like, honey, he was even like, did you watch the full video? And I think,
and he did do it for views. It was like Jeffree Star disaster or something, which everyone on YouTube has to figure out titles so that way you could click on their video and watch what's going on. But he didn't talk crap about him or anything.
And even though like his pan like slipped out, meaning like the glue was really shitty that kept it out, he still wasn't talking shit about the brand or like anything. And Jeffree like assumed that the clickbait obviously worked. He didn't watch the whole video. Yeah. So I could see where he could be like a bully and stuff. But we're also talking about, but it's not like this came out of nowhere. Like, I feel like he's been the same person since MySpace days.
All these other videos are coming out of him when he was on tour, and he just did his music thing on how, look at how he used to be and look at how he is. And I feel like he's always been an asshole, and he's always been like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's why people watch him at the same time, too, because that's how he is.
That's like, and even though like he's like a dick, I think I still like appreciate the fact that he still like sticks to who he is, and like I think he's funny. Like if you just watch him for like his actual like reviews and stuff, like I find him like entertaining. Is he a good person? Probably not. Is he like a good entertainment? Yeah. And like,
but he even made a video, or his Snap or YouTube, I watch him on everything, so there was a video that he was like trying to get food, and I guess he like pushed this girl or her phone out of his face, which I could understand because I have like a badass temper, and if someone was like in my face and following me, you get to a point, like I get like that now. Like I can't imagine for people who are famous how it is to have people
all
in your
up in
face.
Their grill.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm trying to feed my face. And he like pushed her or something, which I could understand. And then I think it was on YouTube, he did address that, saying like he was, you know, it was like that all day, and then he was trying to get food, he was hungry, and then he has someone like in his face, which I totally understand. And I understand that also people say, well, if you can't handle that, then you shouldn't be in the spotlight. But I mean, that's not why people will try and like get famous to do what they love. Like,
yeah, he has makeup, and that's like his passion, and like music, so he's like, you know, so someone's just not supposed to like
do what they love
in fear of getting famous because they like asked, you know, well, that's what they wanted. And also like in Kat Von D's video, like the entire thing, she talks about like bullying, okay, but then she talks about like he's not even vegan. And I was just like, who cares though? Like,
she was like, but you want to put that on your brand or whatever.
Yeah, and like, I noticed like she mentioned that, which she didn't mention in her post. And also, what other like stuff was she talking about? Just like the brand logo being like stolen.
And how he wouldn't be where he's at if it wasn't for her.
I know, like,
which is true, but I mean, obviously I feel like she's probably felt like that the whole time. Like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about that, because I feel like she was trying to make it seem one way on Instagram, like, oh, he's a bully.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, he was your friend for so long. And it's like, I don't know. I don't like how she handled it, because I'm like, okay, that was your friend.
That was your friend for 10 years.
You could have totally took off that Jeffree lipstick on the DL, just took it out, don't have to talk about anything. You could have, how people were saying, well, she just wanted to disassociate herself from that, which is fine. You could have totally done that by not posting any pictures, not talking about him, not just cutting yourself off. You didn't have to make a video, this and that. It was obviously about the payment that Jeffree owes him, which is fine. So like, I could see both sides, because I do think she kind of handled it wrong, but then at the same time, I know when I'm pissed off, and if I had that much people following me, I'd be like, I'm about to tell these people, I'm about to bring him down.
Exactly.
So I can see both sides, and I still like both of them.
Yeah, I still like both of them. I just think like Jeffree Star needs to chill out a little bit. And then like that whole racist video that came out a long time ago where he talks about throwing like battery acid, it wasn't like a serious like racist video, like he hates black people. I could see it was a stupid comment, especially since a lot of like racist things are going on in the world right now, that people would like bring it out to like the light. And I think like maybe he should like speak up about that and maybe like apologize, but I don't think he's like a horrible person. And I think especially like,
and I don't think he's a racist, because if you watch his videos, his assistant or whoever he's always working with, she's black.
Yeah, and then also I feel like on social media and like being like famous, it's so easy to like pinpoint and bring out like all the bad things, but you don't know that person on a day-to-day basis, and they
shit
could
that happens with them happens with us. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
But overall, and then also I feel like Kat's posts, like, since she's one with like morals and like vegan and like her line, and like she's so very like involved with her line, and it's really famous and at Sephora. And all this is happening in Jeffree's line, and a lot of people before she even like made this was like, we're talking about him and like how it's like a shitty product and this and that. And I feel like she not only wanted to disassociate herself from him, but also like their makeup brands completely, so it doesn't tarnish like her makeup brand. Because if Sephora, who's all about like gay rights and having Manny and like all these gay people, see that she's still friends with this gay guy that has like a really bad,
that's gonna mess up her money.
That's gonna mess up. Girl, come on now. You have your line at Sephora. You know how to try to get your shit like pulled from Sephora. So she's like, shit, I should just pull Jeffree.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I think it was mostly just for the payment of herself and the payment of her friend. But like, I don't like, when you're friends with someone like for like 10 years, I don't think you should like publicly like just be like, okay, we're done, like over the fucking internet, like, you know what I mean? Like
that. And it's like, I understand how people are saying she wanted to make that video explaining that, but how many other celebrities cut off people, or how many incidents? You don't always have to post about it, you don't always have to make a video about it.
Yeah, there are a lot of celebrities that like aren't friends anymore, and you just kind of notice, and then they're just kind of like, oh yeah, we are not on speaking terms, or we're not cool, or you know.
She was mad. She said some personal stuff, like how she said he wouldn't be anywhere without her. How she like regrets connecting that whole makeup company. Like if it wasn't for her, she regrets you know, having Jeffree have.
And she's like, well, it happened at my house in my living room.
That was my connection.
That was my connection, and I gave him the guy that does all the fonts, and I gave him the, you know, company to start his
all her
product.
other friends are probably like awkward, because she probably all does shit for them too.
Yeah, and then they're probably thinking like, well, if something bad happens to us, am I gonna get this kind of shit later too? Like, well, I'm the one that helped you.
Like, that's how you really think of me?
Yeah, for real.
We'll see what Jeffree has to say.
Yeah, that's gonna come out tonight. I watched his snaps, and he said that when he gets to hotel Wi-Fi, he's gonna post a video. So we're patiently waiting with our popcorn and our cell phones.
This morning we watched Kat's video over breakfast.
Yeah. we
I made breakfast and I woke her up. I was like, bitch. And she woke up like, yeah.
I woke up with a smile.
Because we know, like, it was something juicy.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kat Von D just posted the video. And she was like, want to watch it while we eat breakfast? I was like, yup.
Yep. But yeah,
so should we come back and talk about Jeffree's response
at
another time?
Yeah, and then incorporate both of those in the video. Yeah.
So we'll come back after Jeffree makes his video, either sometime today or tomorrow. So we know both sides. Yeah, I think that's about it.
That was a really good.
I like both of them.
I still like them both. I think that's their own little feud thing, and they all have like shit to like figure out. But
I think Kat Von D went about it the wrong way. But then
Yeah.
I feel like I would have done the same thing if I was that mad.
Yeah.
Because I have that type of temper.
yeah.
So yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.